my name on the roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack.
It's Madden NFL 24.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. He goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of the football team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Second and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. This is Swift on the counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10. No, Powell, that fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear. We're making a few yards along the way, and now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Here is 3rd and 5.
Jackson throwing once more.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Rolling to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
3rd and
4. Here's Jackson to throw. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the time has expired on the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. That 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
63. On 2nd down, Swift.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions results. Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And after through the raindrops, something good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And able to get this to the 31.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So we have reached halftime with it.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that 1st half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. Juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Triple foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Hurts fumbles it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And he missed it. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from me, that's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch the defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was just thinking take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, is a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
When my scope like Richard Branson, since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving. Be low, wanna be in. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back to off the place. Then I head down stage to be like, Some Zulu lions taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f*** you think your stay is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah,
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me